Okay. So this is preparation. And for me as a professional speaker, this is one of those really tough lessons that I had to learn. And I was really surprised to find it in Robert's book because when it comes to professional speaking, we always want to appear to be authentic and we're speaking off the cuff. And that's what we're doing today. We're speaking off the cuff today. We've read through the book, we've prepared a couple of thoughts on it, but for the most part, we're having a raw, live conversation about A Young Man's Cry by Robert Cooper. And so, but in professional speaking, when I'm on stage, I don't want that to be a raw event. I want that to be something that I've rehearsed hundreds of times, so much that it's in every cell of my body. And that if I need to shift, I can shift to another story or another keynote that's in every cell of my body. And when I first heard that, I was very resistant because I didn't want to live that way. I wanted to, me, I'm fiery. I want to be in the moment. I want the emotion and the passion. But once I learned that preparation was the foundation for my speaking and allowing me to reach back in the moment when the pressure's on and the lights are shining on you and you can't half see the audience because it's all bright in your face and the people are asking the hard questions because they're trying to stump the dummy, all of that pressure makes me appreciate the preparation. So, what did you take out of this chapter on preparation?
Well, honestly, I think this is one of the best ways to lift up the youth.
Uh-huh.
Because whenever you're talking about preparations, that also means you have to communicate with your kids, you have to communicate with your young men, and like talk about what their goals are and their aspirations are. And I really think that in like the way that it like helps like lift them up is because like they're looking for someone to support them.
Yeah.
Like whatever their goals and aspirations are, they're looking for somebody that can support them and help them accomplish whatever they have, like whatever dreams that they have. So I mean, I know me. I mean, having a little help whenever, or like talking about it. Talking about my goals and whatever I have that I want to do, and then having somebody who will listen to me and support me, and then help me later on to get where I want to get, where I want to be. I know you have me going on these college trips and visits and stuff like that. That helps me. That gives me more motivation. That gets my spirits up because now I'm ready. I'm like I can do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be successful in it, and now I'm just ready to show them what I can do.
Yeah, and I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it, and not because I want you to buy Mom a house, although you're welcome to do that. You can buy me a Corvette too while you're at it, or a Charger. I kind of like the Charger, the muscle car. But
I'll buy you a truck.
You are not. You are not funny.
I will buy you a monster truck that you can just.
For those of you who don't know, we're down to one vehicle right now, and so this one has been laughing at me driving Dad's truck, driving my husband's truck, and getting used to driving that big old truck. I think the first week that I borrowed the truck or drop him off at work and come back home, I think I fell out of that driver's seat the whole first week. I couldn't even get out in the truck. It was ridiculous. Okay. Let's see. We've got some people here. We've got some people here who've jumped in. Hey, I'm so excited. The prophetess Chandra Nicole Gore is on with us today. And we have a comment here. I don't see who this is, but I love the fact that they are jumping in on preparation. I speak well and with great confidence when I have prepared well. I can be spontaneous when I'm well versed and confident on the subject. This also applies to how I handle different life situations. And you know what? I'm going to let you in on a secret on how your mama thinks. You know how I make decisions real quick?
Yeah.
Usually I'm making decisions real quick because in my mind, I've already thought through so many different possibilities that when it comes up, I can move quickly. So like, especially in business, like if we're going to have this conference next week in Dallas, so hey y'all, wealthyman23.com, get your tickets. It's going to be fabulous. But we're going to have this conference in Dallas next week. And when we have that conference, I've already thought through, what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? What if this opportunity arises? One time, and has nothing to do with Robert's book, y'all, but I'm on a roll now, so we gonna tell the story. One time, I had a world-class billionaire speaker passing through DC, and his staff offered to have him come keynote my conference, and I couldn't hardly believe it, but I was prepared and open to the possibility of him coming. He came, he rocked the house, and actually it was the worst thing in the world for me to have scheduled myself right after him. It was good because the people he attracted to the conference were still there, but boy, oh boy, my presentation was just and so I learned a lot that day. But the more important lesson I learned was, even though in my mind I was like, there's no way this guy's coming, there's no way this guy's coming. Because I had prepared myself to be able to be flexible, I was able to be flexible and incorporate him. And it's been 6, 7, 8 years now, and people are still talking about that conference. So here's an interesting thing. You're going to have to get the book to get the steps, but he goes through here and he gives some things that you can do to make sure you are making a good impression when you go in to be interviewed for a job. And I was like, man, this is gold. I wish somebody would have given me these nuggets of gold when I went off. And he talks about different things that we have to prepare ourselves for, and just preparing to win at life. You made the comment earlier that right now a lot of kids are just kind of, they're growing into young adulthood, but their preparation is video games and Snapchat. And that's fun. Yet at the same time, that's not going to prepare you for a high earning job or for a cushy lifestyle or for being able to impact the world through your nonprofit.